Hey, how's it going, everybody? David here, and welcome back to the Best Damn Reaction channel on YouTube. And today I'm going to be reacting to the Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens trailer.
Suddenly piece yourself back together now. What's your vision?
I know this was on Monday. They played it during the football game on Monday Night Football, but, I've been busy with some stuff and all of that. So, I apologize, and I should have gotten to this sooner, because when you're doing a reaction channel, you have to get to stuff quickly because, it's some of the first things that people search for. So before this goes on too long, let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Come on, hurry up. Ooh, or is that the new species that's supposed to come out? Oh no, that's some
Who are you?
Ray. BB7.
I'm no one.
She's not gonna be nobody, she's gonna be special. Force sensitive, maybe.
I was raised to do one thing. But I've got nothing to fight for.
Nothing will stand in our way.
Jeez, is that Kylo Ren?
I will finish.
You could tell that they
What
were
you
inspired
started.
by Darth Vader. Ooh, Force visions.
There are stories about what happened.
Awesome action shots.
All of it.
Ooh, the Knights of Ren.
The dark side. A Jedi. They're real.
Who was that, Luke? Saw the hand.
The Force. It's calling to you.
Hey, Princess Leia.
Just
Finn did not look ready. It's gonna be so fucking epic, man. December 18th, gonna fucking be there. Is that it? Okay, there's more. I'm gonna go ahead and close this shit. But so, that shit was fucking amazing. I love that trailer. I think it does a good job of setting the tone for the film. Plenty of good action shots, and we're starting to see a little bit of the story. We know that the Knights of Ren are involved somehow, and they're looking for something. And we hear specifically, it might have been Kylo Ren, but it might have not, because I think we see a bunch of the Knights of Ren, and they all kind of wear the same stuff. So it might not be Kylo Ren. It could be somebody else, but Kylo Ren is Adam Driver's character, so it might not actually be him, but one of the Knights of Ren. But either way, the Knights of Ren are trying to accomplish something here. And are they in league with the Empire? We don't know. I like the idea that there's going to be different factions, that it's going to be all like different people vying for different goals. And it's not just so cold cut. For all we know, the Knights of Ren might be the ones in the right, you know? I mean, obviously they're going to try and tell the story from the Rebel point of view. But I'm definitely excited for this film. There is one thing that I feel I need to get off my chest as a Star Wars fan, and as much as I'm looking forward to these movies, as much as I'm looking forward to seeing J.J. Abrams' vision, I have to admit I am very disappointed in the direction that they went. I really am. It's because, like I said, I've been a big Star Wars fan for a long time, into the original trilogy, probably one of the best film trilogies of all time, in my opinion. I liked the prequel trilogy. I find them fun. They're a guilty pleasure of mine. It's just because they're Star Wars, pretty much, that I enjoy them. But and the mythology around it and the expanded universe. I was big on the expanded universe too. You know, I loved all those additional characters, all these new characters that we were introduced to from books into the comics. And while I don't feel that I feel that JJ did a good. He had a good idea by going in a different direction. He didn't really want to do anything that was already done, but at the same time, there's so many characters that we lose. For example, one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars is Mara Jade. Mara Jade, oh my god, Mara Jade she's such an incredible character. She was trained by the Emperor shortly. She was born shortly after Luke and Leia were like maybe from a few months to like a couple of years, and she was trained by the Emperor to be an Inquisitor and an assassin. She was basically sent on missions, kind of like we see on Star Wars Rebels. Like they have Inquisitors. They're like Sith acolytes that know the dark side and they fight with lightsabers, and they're so like they're pretty much just like Sith and Jedi, but they're not considered Sith because the Sith can only be one at a time. It can only be the master and then the apprentice, and the apprentice kills the master and then takes the title, and then he takes on an apprentice and all that. So they're not Sith, but they're Sith acolytes. They're Imperial Inquisitors, and Mara Jade was one of them. And Mara Jade, she was ordered by the Emperor to kill Luke after it was his last act. Like Darth Vader throws him into the chasm, and he's falling down, and he sends a message to one of his remaining assassins, which is Mara Jade, kill Luke Skywalker. Mara Jade goes on to this whole thing. She tries to kill Luke. She can't defeat him. She feels failure, and she feels like this force command in her head. Like she constantly hears the Emperor's voice kill Luke Skywalker. Eventually, she breaks free of it. She finishes her Jedi training with Luke, and she marries him. She became his wife in the media, in the franchise. So Luke technically was married in the Star Wars universe and all that, and they had a son, Ben Skywalker. Han and Leia got married, and they had kids, and they introduced us to all these wonderful characters, and the idea that Star Wars is continuing and we're not going to get to see any of these characters or any of these old stories even referred to, I am disappointed. Like I had hoped that Luke would have been married to Mara Jade, that he would have had a son. A lot of people were thinking that Domhnall Gleeson was going to be the son, but he wasn't. So yeah, so there's a lot of characters that I feel we're missing out on, and we're not going to get to see them because JJ decided to completely disregard the EU, the expanded universe, and I am disappointed that he chose to do that. I'm not disappointed so much in an original story. I'm just disappointed that so much stuff that could have been used was completely thrown out of the window. We could have used all of these characters. They could have been the newer ones, but they decided to create all new characters for this. And while I'm sure I'm gonna love the new movies, especially because they're most likely going to be very good films, and even if they're really not, I'm always a slut for Star Wars. Sorry, but that's just how I am. Anyway, I'm going to love these movies no matter what, but as it stands right now, I'm just disappointed that so many of my favorite characters will not be appearing. So those are just my thoughts on it. Love the trailer. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to it. Hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on the new movie, and I will see you guys later.
Yeah.